This is a Live China Music Podcast, and this will be the first episode of our second season.
Oh, we're deciding this is season 2.
We did take a long break, and we can just call it a different season.
You know what? I'm all for that. It's been a couple months since we last checked in with each other. You were gallivanting around God knows where. Yeah, I missed you, man. Where you been?
I've been in Mongolia, and then we went to Europe. It was a very long tour. I think it was over 45 days in total. So, yeah.
But yeah, I'm not gonna delve into details. You know, we could talk all day about your journey, your travels, your adventures. But I think people are missing the music. So I think we just got to get right back into it.
Yeah, and since we've been away for a little while, this episode we're going to cover a few things that came out during the summer. So some June releases, some August releases, and you know, what do you think of how did your summer go? Come on.
Summer was pretty good. I mean, you know, no holidays or anything, but took a journey to Beijing for a festival. Went to Guizhou with family, and just been going lots of gigs here. And just trying to keep up with all this new music. Summer was an onslaught for new music, and it doesn't seem like it's slowing down anytime soon.
Yeah, I mean, the full people are rushing to get their albums out to be included in various awards. So I can feel there's a lot more coming in, in September, at the end of September and October. By the way, did you use the moisturizing thing?
What are you talking about?
You don't remember our conversation yesterday? I think one of us was very drunk.
Oh my God, moisturizing. Wait, we had a real conversation?
No, it was in the group. We were swapping songs.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah. What? In croissants?
Yeah.
I mean, I remember sending a picture of a video of a croissant. But gosh, this group went to shit. I put Living Thing on. Hell yeah.
Yeah, and my response was a moisturizing thing.
Ghost Train Orchestra. That does sound...
It's David Byrne's new album.
Okay. All right, I can get all that.
Let's not talk too much about yesteryear and talk about Whetherday, which is the first band we're going to talk about today.
Whetherday, and the track we'll be playing from Whetherday is called "Things We Ever Said Began."
Yeah, and let's just go ahead and play it right now.
To
And this is from an album that was released on June 30th. It's the first album they released. They've had an EP came out last year, I think 2024. What can you tell us about Whetherday?
They're a young band from Hangzhou. So yes, this is basically their debut. Really just fun, jangly dream pop. Very much in the, I guess, vein of like Deer Hunter and a lot of that indie rock from the early 2000s. I just really like how it's all put together here. It really gets that kind of like that psychedelic shoegazy kind of bedroom pop sound down. It's just got a good energy to it.
Yeah, it definitely has some good energy. You come out of that track feeling like, hey, it's time to go and do my shopping. And it's kind of track where you listen and it just gives a spring in your step. You feel happy to do something afterwards. Yeah, I mean, I like the song itself as well. There's a part of the track where he mentions how sometimes you set out to do something and you lose yourself in the process, which is
very relatable.
Exactly. A feeling I can relate to as well. So very neat little find there. I guess, it's the first album. I assume it's self-produced. It would benefit from a little bit more, production, but very, very good debut album for small Hangzhou bands. Wonderful.
Yeah, it's great. They're part of like this kind of emerging scene in Shanghai and Hangzhou of these kind of emo noise rock kids who are kind of DIY, doing it all themselves and putting music out there, and it's pretty exciting to see. Can't wait to see them again live in the future.
And so I think we can move on to the next track. Let's go for something a little bit more fishy with A Fishy Tale. That's the name of the band, and the track we're gonna play is Liu Wei, Leave a Seat. Let's hear it. Well, I wasn't familiar with these guys. A Fishy Tale, Youhua. Tell me about them, Will. Where they come from, when they start.
Based out of Guangzhou. They've been around for, I don't know, maybe 6 or 7 years. Very much like a very chameleon band to me. They kind of take this psychedelic sound, kind of with this folksy kind of vibe to it, and they just make just kind of very layered music that's kind of haunting and beautiful. And this track this is kind of off their a new 2-track EP they just put out. Kind of, shows where they may be heading in their next iteration. Very kind of moving, somber song.
Yeah.
Once you actually look into the lyrics.
Yeah. That is a very sad track. It deals with, depression or losing someone. I think they're processing with this track. I think it was also what they mentioned in their liner notes. I think there's someone might have left from the band, or I'm not sure what happened there. But music is a good way of processing feelings, and that is what comes across in this track. It's not like Whetherday, the track before, where you come out like on a pretty happy note. This one is more of like, all right, like maybe play A Fishy Tale first and then Whetherday. That's the order to have a good day, basically.
But it's quite immersive, their music. I just love the textures of the guitars in this and just how it kind of swells up and builds up. This is kind of like I think this is like one of the more underrated bands in the indie scene right now. They don't quite get the attention they deserve. They don't have too much out there, but like they are amazing, and it's always one of the bands I just really wish would, come up to Shanghai more and more.
Do they perform a lot?
Not too often. They perform in Guangzhou and Shenzhen, but they don't move around too often.
Fair enough. Well, I hope we get to see them in Shanghai or Kunming one of these days.
And this is off of Chi Snacks Records, who we've mentioned before in the past. A pretty prolific label down in Guangzhou. So, great track. Hopefully we get a new LP around the corner with these guys.
Yes, Chi Snacks for the win. We are going to play a track by 性格缺失, which the band's name in English, I guess, is Characterless. And the name of the track is 盲人诗人. Let's have it. This was 盲人诗人 by Characterless, 性格缺失.
So Characterless have been causing a bit of a stir down in Li Shui, where they are from. And they've particularly on this debut of theirs, they kind of tap into everything. It has a bit of this kind of pop new wave sound, but it also has like these kind of punky ska, almost reggae-esque jams, like on this track here.
I'm not sure I got the reggae. I'm not sure where you get that from. That's your hot take.
Well, okay, what would you say that is? I guess it's not reggae, but it is invoking some kind of I guess, ethnicity, I suppose.
Right. Okay. So tell me what you think. When I heard this track, well, first off, I had to go and listen to the rest of the album because I was very much intrigued. But the first thought I had, and you might find this completely wrong, but it reminded me of Yukes. You know Yukes, right? The band from the late 90s, early noughts.
Okay. I haven't heard that name in a long time.
Yeah, I mean, they haven't done anything. I think their last album was, I want to say 2008 or 2009. What I found, I went back and listened to the year afterwards, and okay, it's not that similar, but the thing that struck me was that with this track, Characterless, and I think with the album in general, they're being free with the music, and they're trying a lot of different things, which might sound a little bit out there. What I really like about it is they're boisterous, and in this track in particular, they have some really interesting grooves going on. It also reminded me of more recent stuff, like Dirty Fingers and Wasted Leica. Excited and exciting stuff, I would say.
Yeah, it sounds like proper rock and roll. As you say, boisterous. It does sound like a band you want to see live. A band that would work the stage like magic.
And I will temper that a little bit, because I would say the album itself is a little bit uneven, and in terms of songwriting, it feels like maybe it's not as tight as it could be. But what an excellent beginning, and for things to come,
Yeah, it's been kind of interesting to kind of watch them grow over the past couple of years. Just shows starting off small, and then with each consecutive show, just more and more people. And now they can basically tour the country, just, going on bills with bands like Kawa and stuff like that. And it's been quite fascinating to see their progression.
Just before we finish, I think I want to recommend also the first track on the album, because people might find it really different. It's very introspective, and it's a completely different vibe from this one we just played. So yeah, good. Check it out. Check the whole album out.
Cool.
And now we're gonna move on to a track that might sound more horny than it actually is. I'm In You by Little Hippo and Edine.
I can see you in the shining rainbow. How can I hate you? You put me on to the road, and you say, time to go away. A lot of words that poisoned you led you to the tree. Let me touch you. Don't you tell me what to do with your skin. I feel my blood is natural. It's just another story to tell. It's just the right time before. I want to be the one that's brave. I want to grow.
Woo! Well, this was released June 12th. So it's a collaboration between Little Hippo and a singer called Edine. And I have plenty of questions about that, Will.
Well, Edine, if you don't know, is the singer for the band Default. So she's the Xinjiang singer of Default, and this is her collaboration with Little Hippo, which is essentially a new band that was kind of born out of the ashes of remember the Beijing band Future Orients? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It all starts to make sense now. But this is also a strange track. I mean, I really got into it, and it starts off, I don't know, I felt like it was some kind of Southern rock twang to the guitar. And
I mean, do you know what the beginning reminds me of? It feels like a Carpenter's track.
Yeah.
It feels like dun, 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 dun.
Yeah. Carpenters, that's right. And then in the middle, it kind of soars, and the very end of the track, it just turns into a full-on kind of techno rave thing, which I was not expecting.
Yeah, it's a journey. It's a fully fleshed out journey. This track, it has a bit of everything.
Yeah, so it's just a single that they released. Do you know whether they want to push that further? If there's an album coming out, was this kind of a
not anytime soon, but this is a new band, and they are starting to perform more and more. And so it's definitely the real deal, and they're going to be pursuing it and putting out more music soon enough, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's something to look forward to as well. I do have a little gripe with something that happens in the track, and I'm just going to go ahead and mention it. They one of the parts has like synth sax, and I don't know why they would use that kind of old synth voice when they could, probably find a sax player to play those parts.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. We have so many sax players everywhere. Too many. Just grab one of them off the street.
Okay. I think we can close today with something a little more quiet, something to recenter ourselves in our daily lives.
Oh yeah, I could use that right now.
And I'm talking about a track out of a collaboration between Yukes and thruoutin. The album is called 3 Records of Lingering Life, 余生三季. And of course, you remember thruoutin from our previous episode. He came in to co-host with Will, and that's Brad, our good friend Brad. So let's open our chakras and take a moment to enjoy this track. All right. And now you can open your eyes. This was Perfume of Silk from 3 Records of Lingering Life.
So we need to talk about these two guys first to get the gist of this. So we have Yukes, who is a New York native, been living in China for a long time, and an expert in the guzheng, which we hear here. And we have thruoutin, who hails from New Orleans and is based in Beijing. And likewise is a multi-instrumentalist and electronic producer who, besides playing the pipa, is also very much involved in electronic music.
He's a producer. He's been working on a number of different things, helping others record and produce their albums. But he's got a number of solo works, ranging from footwork to ambient, and just always tremendous stuff. So I can't say I was surprised to see this record come out, because I was talking to Brad, I guess it was about 6 months ago, about Yukes, because Yukes was coming by Yunnan, and I set up a gig for him to perform in Linjiang, and I couldn't make it, but I saw the live stream, and I thought it was amazing what he was doing in terms of live sampling. And then I called Brad. I was like, "Hey, you know about Yukes, you know?" And he was like, "Yeah, of course I know Yukes." And yeah, at that point he told me that they were working on a little project together, which I had been excited about until now. We can listen to it, and it's 3 tracks which all go very well together. They're this meditation, very evocative music that goes down really well when you need to slow down.
Yeah, it's 2 artists just doing what they do best and doing it together, and it's very soothing stuff. If you like your ambient music with a bit of a new age edge, this is definitely for you. The release, this came out on a label I definitely recommend checking out. Jyugam, I believe it's pronounced. Jyugam. And they're based in Guangzhou, and they basically specialize in ambient music and other kind of more left field electronica. And it's really a splendid label that has so much, if you're into this kind of music, there's so much to dig into there.
Right. Well, that does us for this episode. Bit of a rough start after this break. Sorry, guys, if we're a bit rusty.
We're a little rusty, guys. Yeah, a little rusty. Apologies on our end, but we'll get back in it. Just slowly warming up.
Yeah, I'm excited about, picking this up. I missed those moments with you. I missed listening to all those, not that easy to find artists. And just a lot of stuff is going on my side. It's going to get more busy, but at the same time still gonna make some time for this, because I really enjoy it, and I know that we have people out there that are also enjoying our little rants, and I'm gonna be in Finland next month, but thankfully it's not gonna be for very long, so we can organize recording around that. If anyone out there listening is based in Tampere, hit me up.
And we'll be recording again this week with our good friend, and we're gonna keep this up, guys. There's a lot of good music coming out there, and it would be a shame not to share it with y'all. So stay tuned. We'll be back again with a new episode soon enough, and thank you for tuning in.
Awesome. Have a good one. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.